All rise. JudgeVondaB court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1039, White case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Mrs. White, what brings you here today?
Well, Judge Vonda, nice to see you again. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you too. And it's interesting to see you sitting on this side.
Yes, well.
With Mr. White?
Yes, Damien is here today. He's finally back from building that bridge.
Right, but it's interesting that you're here making a request because the last time you were here, his ex-wife was making a request for child support and you gave her such a hard time.
Well, you know, back then I was so blinded by love and a bunch of other things.
This one's a real roller coaster. We've got Mrs. White, once blinded by love, now standing in front of Judge VondaB begging for child support. But here's the kicker. This exact same woman used to drag the ex-wife through the mud for asking for the same thing. Oh yeah, the karma is karming today, meanwhile.
Isn't that ironic?
$signs.
Yes, I believe that I have definitely learned my lesson and karma has definitely come around.
Okay, well you said it, but continue. What brings you here?
So I would like to request child support for our two beautiful children.
Okay.
I cannot send them to school on my own. I don't want to pull them out. You know, they have their friends and they're doing so well, and I would hate to make them change schools.
Okay. And you said that you're paying tuition?
Yes.
Are you paying it or is Mr. White paying it?
Well, when we were together, we were paying it. But, you know, now that I have to find a new job and to subsequent the money that I no longer have coming in, I need his help.
Okay. All right. And how much is tuition?
Tuition is about $5,000 a year per child.
Okay. Per year?
Yes.
Okay. This better be a pretty great school.
Yeah. It's connected to Yale and Harvard.
Mr. White Akka, I build bridges in Italy strolls, and acting like he's above it all. But guess what that bridge isn't going to hold up in this courtroom tuition, $5,000 a year per kid health insurance, $500. But the real cost that comes when Judge Vonda lays down a number that makes Mr. White sit all the way up who's really providing for these kids. And did Mrs. White just play herself by trying to look like the perfect ex? Stay locked in this case is simple on paper, but the emotional payback, oh, it's delicious. Let's get into it.
Okay, interesting. So, how was the bridge? Because you definitely didn't show up for court the last time.
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm guessing everything went well.
I'm a civil engineer, Your Honor, and I was in Italy for a conference, not the building of the Bridge of Gibraltar.
Oh, okay.
You must have lied to me.
Well, she didn't know.
Apparently didn't know that there's a large step up from being housewife to employed.
Oh. I caught that. Continue.
So I'm currently paying the insurance for our children.
Okay, and how much is that?
$500?
$500, okay. And that's for both children?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Continue.
Now, I don't understand exactly why my loving wife would think that in combination that we are paying for our children, considering I'm the only one that works. And quite frankly, she does not.
Okay.
And only spends.
That's
Okay.
not true. That's not true.
Did y'all catch that Mrs. White just admitted she used to judge the ex-wife for asking for help? And now she's standing in the exact same spot. That's what we call a full circle slap from the universe. It's wild how quickly people change their tune when the roles reverse, but Judge Vonda, she clocked that hypocrisy from the jump.
Ma'am, he's speaking. Okay. So, you guys are going through a divorce. She now is getting ready to work because she's not working yet, right?
From what I'm told, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. And this tuition, is it accurate what she said?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. That's a pretty expensive school, but I mean, if, you know, it has its affiliations, I definitely understand. $500 for health insurance, and how many other children do you have?
Just the one other with my ex-wife.
Okay. And then you all have 2 together. All right. And I do have your child support amount. Giving you credit for the health insurance as well as credit for your other children. Your child support amount comes out to...
Hold it up, she said the school is connected to Yale and Harvard Girl. What kind of brochure did you read tuition's $5,000 per kid? And suddenly we're talking Ivy League vibes. This might be the most elite humble brag ever dropped in this courtroom. But let's be real, Judge Vonda is not impressed. And neither are we. That tuition better come with a direct pipeline to the Supreme Court.
And $91. Okay, now let me explain to you how that affects you. You're definitely going to have to get a job.
Oh, I do have a job.
Well, you're definitely going to have to continue working that job, because if you notice, his child support is only about close to $1,400. You said tuition is about $5,000 a year per child.
Right.
So after he pays child support, he does not have to give you anything extra. You understand that?
Oh, I completely understand.
And you understand that you will be covering the difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you're okay with it.
Mr. White's tone just went full petty. He says he's the only one working, and that Mrs. White just spins bro you're in court, not at a barber shop roast session. But when Judge Vonda cuts in to remind Mrs. White to let him speak, it's a subtle way of saying, let the clown finish his act. She's letting him dig his own hole before she hits him with that legal reality check.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Is there anything further? Sounds pretty straightforward to me.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further?
Can I just let you know that I do have a legitimate job, okay? Like, I have my own hair care business. It's starting
I
up.
thought that was a question for me. Are you talking to him?
Well, I'm just letting both of you know that I do have a legitimate job.
Okay,
you
great.
know, and it's doing
Congratulations.
pretty well.
That is wonderful. Anything further? Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Boom there, it is $1,391 in monthly child support, and Judge Vonda immediately breaks it down. After that payment, he owes nothing more. This is the legal line a lot of people miss. Child support isn't meant to fund luxury. It's meant to cover basics. And if you want your kids in elite schools, guess what? You're covering the difference. Judge Vonda's delivery, calm, clear, cutthroat, respectfully. And just like that, it's settled. Judge Vonda orders Mr. White to pay $1,391 a month and keep the kids' insurance going. Simple, fair, no extra fluff. But let's not ignore the bigger picture. The woman who once clowned another mother for needing support just walked into the same courtroom asking for the same help. That's real-life irony, playing out in real time. This case wasn't messy, but it was poetic. If this had you yelling karma's real at your screen, drop your thoughts below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more real courtroom chaos only on Truth.